Chris Kamara delivered a tear-jerking performance on Britain Get Singing this evening, less than 2 years after a diagnosis with speech disorder apraxia forced him to step away from his presenting job on BBC Sport. Former footballer Chris Kamara won over the nation with his triumphant comeback on this year's special Christmas Eve episode of Britain Get Singing, delivering an incredible rendition of You Raise Me Up as part of the Masked Singer group. The 65-year-old's effort was in aid of ITV's mental health help campaign, Britain Get Talking, and Chris knows more than most about the importance of opening up after he initially hid his own speech disorder diagnosis out of shame. His decision not to share that he was living with apraxia prevented him from getting the vital support he needed, as he recently acknowledged. But he turned the tables tonight when he appeared alongside his former Masked Singer co-stars Russell Watson and Aled Jones. The trio dressed as their characters in a trip down memory lane that left emotional fans tearing up, with Chris appearing as the ghost, and Russell and Aled posing as the cockroach and the traffic cone respectively. Can you believe it? Chris Kamara is singing with these two. I thought my life was over 2 years ago and now it's back on track, he exclaimed in reference to his diagnosis in early 2022. He had been a proud presenter and matchday reporter for BBC Sport up until that point. But his condition meant he was finding certain motor functions increasingly difficult, and it took a drastic toll on his speech. The disorder causes no problems with cognition but makes it difficult to form the movements necessary to articulate words. According to the NHS, those living with apraxia find it hard to pronounce words correctly and consistently. His slurring began in 2020, causing some viewers to take to Twitter, now known as X, to share their concerns. Unbeknown to them, and to Chris himself at that stage, he was actually experiencing a neurological condition. However, Chris now regards himself as on the road to recovery, and he proudly represented the Masked Singer this evening against rival groups Coronation Street, Love Island, Good Morning Britain and EastEnders. His admirable efforts didn't go unnoticed by the judges, with Queen star Adam Lambert telling him, "Cammy, you're showing that no matter what comes your way you can persevere and you can have that bravery and find it within." He encouraged,